Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello.
Hi, you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, loud.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Okay. So, are we going to start, or we need to wait?
Yeah, you can start now because like everybody is quite here already, so it's good to go.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you online. Yeah, I'm well. Okay. So I'm glad that I see so many people there. Yeah. So yeah, and today I will share the overall concept of C2 business, and also I will show you a lot of demos. Okay. So let me share my screen first. Okay. You during the presentation, if you have any question, you can just let me know. Okay, so let's start. And I think you already know Synology very well, so I won't introduce Synology again. I will focus on C2 business. Okay, so the reason why Synology has this cloud business is that we think there are so many different customer needs. So maybe they don't want to purchase a server, or a small company, they don't have MIS team, so they don't want to maintain the server. And now we can provide a cloud service. Okay, so actually we start this business from 2017, and in 5 years, we built our own data center in Germany, America, and Taiwan. And since this business is for all users, not just Synology NAS users, and now we have more than 10,000 users, 100,000 users, sorry, 100,000 users. Okay, so we hope we can provide a very safe cloud service for our customers. So all of our data centers, wait, okay, all of our data centers, hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Still here.
Okay, I continue, okay. Yeah, all of our data center has certificate by ISO, and our data durability is just like AWS. And one of the points for C2 service is that our server cannot, hello?
Yeah.
Any question? Or I can continue?
Yeah, please moving on.
Okay, I just continue.
Yeah.
And yeah, so our server cannot read users' data. It's not like Google or maybe Windows, Microsoft 365. Most of cloud service server can read client's data, but we want to provide a very security service to the client. So even us, our server cannot read client's data. And also, we have security team to help our clients to control incident. And as I mentioned, C2 business start from 2017. But in the beginning, we only provide for our NAS users. So we call hybrid cloud for NAS. In C2 business, we have two categories. One is hybrid cloud for NAS. Another one is cloud application. When we mention hybrid cloud for NAS, this means that these services are only for our NAS users. For example, C2 storage, you need to use our C2 storage file hyper backup on our Synology NAS. So the relationship is just like iPhone and iCloud, right? Only iPhone's users can use iCloud. Okay, so in 2017, we start from providing hybrid cloud for NAS users. So we have C2 storage and C2 surveillance now. But today, I focus on cloud application. So I won't show the detailed demo for these two products. Okay, and the second category, as I mentioned, cloud solution. And this is for all users, not limited to Synology NAS user. So we started this product line last year. And under this category, we have two product lines. One is productivity application, another one is infrastructure storage. And for productivity, so today I will show you these 5 solutions. Okay, so I will start from productivity. Actually, we want to conduct business data from the inside out with these 4 solutions. Okay, so I will start from C2 password. And C2 password, we want to increase team collaboration by shared credential. Okay, let me show you our portal and service, and later I will let you know how we can help. Okay, so as you can see that this is our C2 password portal. And as I mentioned, we build data center globally. So actually, when you subscribe for your customer, you need to decide the data center first. Okay, and if the customer they have any questions or you have questions, actually, you can see there are some help here or tool, something like that. Okay, so the concept for C2 password is that it's just like a password manager or help here. You can find out FAQ community. They will link to Knowledge Center for C2 password. Okay, so when you study the products and you have question, maybe you can check here first. Okay, and so first of all, you can add anything here. It's a very secure flow for our customer. For example, login or your banking account, even payment card. So when you want to use it, you can. So because in the past, if we have this sensitive information, maybe we just put it on the Excel or even paper, right? But now you can put it here with encrypted information, and we have extension for browser. Also, we have iOS and Android app for this service. Okay, so actually C2 password we have 2 plans. One is free plan. Free plan is for yourself, but C2 password plus plan is for team collaboration. So C2 password plus, as you can see that the difference is that if I have a C2 password plus, I can invite members to join me. So it's like Netflix family plan. You can invite member via email. And now the limitation is 6 users. So here we already have 6 users, so I cannot invite. But if you want to invite your team member, you just need to send them the invitation via email. Okay, so in this we have different role. Owner is the one who pay the subscription, and then after I pay the subscription, I can invite my members. And my members, we can have different role, viewer or editor. Viewer is that because we have share file. Share file means that everyone can see the username and password and the information. So if they are just viewer, they can just review the information, but they cannot edit. But editor can edit this share credential too. And as you can see here, if when I add information, I will need to check it's my file or share file. So if this is share file, right? Everyone under this team, they can review the share file. For example, here I'm one of the members in this team, right? So this account have this information is shared for. So my account, I can see the information too, but I can still add my file too. So these two are my file. It's in Chinese, so it's very easy to identify for you. So here, this one, they cannot see any information of my file. We only can review share file for each other, but it's my file. Only the person can review the information. Okay, so after we have this information, we add into our portal. We can add this. We can add this file, this portal, or even mobile app, including iOS and Android. Okay, so how we use it? We can help our customer to auto login. For example, Facebook right here. It's extension. Our customer, they don't need to open this portal every time. They can just open an extension. And here, for example, Facebook, okay. So we can just go to Facebook. And this can be auto login, the information. And I just need to click login and complete the login process. Okay. And yeah. And also, yeah. So also, I think the benefit for our customer is that we can help to store extensive information. Also, we have password generator because some company, maybe they have some policy, for example, every 3 months, they need to change their password. So it keeps changing, right? So we can help them to generate a strong password. And then they just need to store on our C2 password and they can use automatically. Okay, so this is for C2 password. And actually, in our company, right, C2 team, we use this C2 password to share as I show you, maybe Facebook or some social account, because usually maybe one company, they just share one social account. So we can use this way to well organize these login credentials. Okay, so next is maybe okay. So next, C2 identity. I think the difference between C2 password and C2 identity is that C2 password is that, as I show you, is to increase team collaboration efficiency and or help you to store your personal credential. But C2 identity is to help the company manage all login credential for their device, such as computers or cloud service. So these two are different. It's for team or personal. It's for company. Okay, I will show you the portal and you will know better. Okay. So this is our C2 identity portal. So it's just like we need to match. Here we have user, right? And we have service authentication. So we have different users. When the employee join a company, and then we can just add user. So the process is very simple. You can just, this will be users username. When they log in, they need to enter username and password. That will be their username. And also, you just need to give them their company email. And then So we set up their username and we need them to set up the password. And we can set up the password for them. Or we can set up the password for them first and they can adjust later. Or you can just send them an email and ask them to set up the password. It's very flexible. Okay. Also, it's one of our C2 password features. As you can see that when you log in or you do something to set up username or password, we will ask, did you want to add into your C2 password? And you can even check if you want to store as my forward share file. If you use C2 password plus 10. Okay. So this feature is C2 password, it's not C2 identity. Okay, and let's continue for C2 identity. So also we have group features. So the company, they even can set up the group first and give the group different policy, and you will help them to set up quickly. Okay, so that's the complete to set up the user here. Okay, and here I want to mention that we even have a user portal for the users. This portal, right, as you can see now, is for the administrator. But maybe the user, sometimes they want to change their password or they want to set up their 2FA. And then they can log into user portal by the username and the password. Okay, and they can activate 2FA or change the password by themselves. Okay. So that's it. So when we so that's how we set up, how we add a user into C2 identity. And here we can help the company to manage device, cloud application, even edge server. Edge server meaning maybe your Synology NAS. Any server use LDAP service, we call edge server. Okay, so here, right? In the past, a company, if you have a new employee and you want to give them authentication for computer, including Windows and Mac, you need to open the computer, you need to run a process. Also, if you have an employee who leaves the company, you need to open the computer again and run a process to remove them. But now, everything can be done on our C2 identity portal. Even you want to remove the users, you can just remove them. You can delete them here. Okay, so how do we manage this device? We use agent. So we need to download the agent on the computer, including Windows and Mac. And it's very simple and easy. Just follow this process. Okay, so you can see there are 4 computers. It means that we install the agent on these 4 computers. And so if you have a new employee join, right, you can just here, device, and we can add device to them with different role. And this role is just the definition of Microsoft or Mac OS. For example, I give them this authentication. Okay, so that's for device. And for application, we have pre-integrating Google Workspace and Microsoft 365, meaning that the user, they only need to log in their company account. And then, anyway, they just need to log in their company account and then they can start to manage. Also, since we just pre-integrate Google Workspace and Microsoft 365, for others, we provide a protocol called SAML. And they just need to follow our instruction. They can complete the setup. For example, Dropbox, because most of cloud service nowadays use SAML protocol. So okay, so why they need to add this cloud service into our portal is because that when their employee log into both device and the cloud application, they can use the same username and the password. Also, if you want to open an account for new employee, I mean, for example, for N365, in the past, you need to go to N365 portal and enable their account, right? But now you can just here, you can just add user. For example, this is a new employee, right? And I can activate this N365 account. It will show you that this one doesn't exist on N365. But when I activate, this account will be created on N365 at the same time. So they don't need to go to N365 again. So in short, this portal provides a centralized portal to manage all device and cloud solutions together. Okay, or even if the customer they want to manage their NAS, they can use C2 Identity by install agent there. Okay, so let me show you how it works when we manage, when I say we can use the same username and password. Sorry, something is in Chinese. Okay, so I need to log in N365, right? I just enter the account I just created in N365, and you will be redirected to C2 page. And then I just enter the username and the password in C2 Identity. You will be redirected to N365. Okay, so next, I already log in. I already enter my username and password, right? So next, when I want to log in Dropbox, I just enter the Dropbox account I created. And next, it will be directed to C2, but I don't need to enter the username and password again. I can directly use Dropbox. I'll be redirected to Dropbox without entering username and password. It's just like single sign-on because you already sign in and C2 Identity know that. Okay, and it's the same for the computer. Okay, so this computer is a Mac computer. Okay, I can log out. Okay, so I install agent on this computer, and as you can see that well, right? And I just need to enter the password. Actually, if you are a fan of Mac computer, you will see that this is a little different from the Mac computer. It's not cycle because it's our C2 agent, and we do the customized design, so we make our clients they don't feel any different. Okay, so actually it's C2 Identity agent, and then they can complete and log in. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, so we think this service can help some small and medium business because some small business, they don't even have dedicated MLS team. As I mentioned, if there are new employees or employees who leave the company, they need to open the laptop to give or remove permission every time. And so this C2 Identity can help them to manage all the devices together. For example, our case study, they have Mac and Windows, and now C2 Identity help them to put everything on one portal. And they just need to add the device to a new employee, and when the employee leaves, they just delete the employee. Okay, so that's how C2 Identity can help. Okay, and so these two is for credential management related. And this one, I think you already know backup very well because after the employee joins the company, we will generate the data every time. So we can use C2 backup. Okay, let me show you the portal. So it's our C2 backup portal. As you can see here, we have 3 categories: on-prem, cloud, and management. And management. Okay, I will introduce one by one. So for on-prem, currently we can back up both Windows and Mac. And it's just like C2 identity, we need to install agent on the computer. After we install the agent on the computer, you can see here, we can set up our backup policy. Okay, and also we can back up physical server. Currently, we can back up Windows server. It's the same, they just need to install agent on the server. And backup policy is just like you can set up, you want to back up entire device, or you just want to back up specific file. So we can set up by ourselves and backup schedule. Also the retention rule. Because it's we will have multiple versions to protect the data, right? Okay, and we can. Okay, I will introduce the backup feature for you too, because for C2 backup there are 2 portals. One is backup portal, another one is recovery portal. Because when you back up your data, you need a place to review or browse your data or do the restore. So later I will show you that portal with you. But now we just see the backup portal. So backup portal, first one, right, on-prem. And for cloud. Currently we can back up N365. And because we do the pre-integration, so it's the same. The company, they just need to log in their N365 company account, and then they can have their users here, and they can set up backup policy too. Currently, we can back up Exchange and OneDrive, and very soon we can back up SharePoint too. Okay. And for management, is that you can, for management, because I think some company, they have different policy. Maybe they just want their users can do the backup. They don't want everyone can access this portal. Or later you will see a recovery portal. So maybe they just want to have different role, and we can provide this flexibility for the company to set up different role, and they have different permission. Okay. So after we complete the backup, for the device, we can do we can restore entire device by ISO file or USB device. You can just follow our instruction here. And also we can download the file one by one when they want to use or review. Okay, so we just come to our recovery portal. Okay, so as you can see, different versions here. So they can check different version here. And if they want to check any file or folder, they can just check, and they can just download by file. Okay. And so actually our recovery portal, we have 2 categories. One is for device, one is for cloud service, because we can, just like our backup portal. And I think one of the major advantage for our service is recovery portal, because our recovery portal is very user friendly. And I can show you specifically for N65. Okay, let me show you, for example here. You can see that this is our, they can back up Exchange, email, and OneDrive. And this is just like your email box. right? And some company, maybe they have audit needs, and maybe they can just check. We have search features, so they can search from maybe a certain period or different keywords, and they can restore the entire mailbox, or they can just download it. Or if someone leaves the company and they have very important data in their box, they can even change the restore destination. For example, they can restore to the manager's mail account. And for OneDrive, it's just the same. We back up OneDrive, and when you want to restore, you can just download the file one by one, or you can just restore all. And we can even restore the permission set up for OneDrive folder. Okay, so that's for C2 backup. And actually, C2 backup can work with Synology NAS very well because we have some case study. For example, this one, they already have Synology NAS to backup server and virtual machine, but they look up, as you know, 3-to-1 backup policy. So they think they want to backup to NAS, but actually, as I mentioned, we have hybrid cloud NAS, C2 storage, right? But they think if they use C2 storage, the backup media is still NAS. So they look for a standalone solution. They want NAS and another cloud backup solution. So they use C2 backup. So it means that the backup, they have two media to backup their data. Backup to NAS, that's on-site. And off-site, they use C2 backup to backup directly to our cloud. Okay. So that's C2 backup. And so we already know that we have C2 password, C2 identity, and C2 backup for inside of the company. And for outside the company, we still want to help our users to protect their data. Because usually, right, nowadays, we share the data, maybe via WhatsApp or Dropbox or Google, Microsoft, but as I meant, or email. But as I mentioned, most of cloud service, their server can read our customers' data. But C2 transfer, we through encryption technology, we cannot read our server or our users' data. And also, we have integrate with Outlook because most of mail server, they have attached file limitation, maybe 10 MB or 20 MB. So for C2 transfer, one transfer we can do that is 20 GB. So when you want to transfer large file, you can just easily do that with C2 transfer. Okay, now I show you because we have a portal I will introduce you later, but I just want to let you know that we have integrate with Outlook. So it's a Outlook portal, right? We can they have add-in. It's just like browser extension. When you go there and you can just download C2 transfer, and when you complete the process, you will see a C2 transfer here. And you can just open C2 transfer because maybe you have a file, it's too large to share with your customers. And now you can use C2 transfer together. Okay. So you can see that, for example, I just want to share with multiple people here. Okay, and after I add people here, or even I receive an email and I want to forward, it's the same idea. There are some email address, right? We just need to sync. So the list will be synced. And we just add a file or folder, even folder is fine. For example, I add file, and there are a lot of and there are a lot of security setup features here. For example, we can set up link expiration. It means that until this minute, the link will be invalid. No one can open it. Or you can set up download limit, one-time download, limit one download per file. It means that this link can be downloaded one time and will be invalid. And even you can add the text watermark or image watermark. So, and currently we can add PDF and PNG, JPG, some picture file. So if I can make a customized watermark if I use this one, okay. And, wait, sorry. Wait, I cannot open down. Wait. I think it's Google Chrome's issue. And now, okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'll just show you a video. Okay. Because I already show you how we set up. Sorry, something is in Chinese, but okay. So after we complete the setup, and as you can see that we just upload the file, and you can see a link here. We will let our users to send the link to their list. Okay, so after we send out, and we need when a receiver they open the link, they need to enter the correct email address, because we ask our receiver they need to enter the OTP code by email or mobile phone. So they need to access the OTP code, because we want to make sure the right person to receive the document. Okay, so and now I can review or download the file, and you can see that the watermark is on the file. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, and I just show you the portal, and I just show you the Outlook, and now I want to show you we still have a transfer portal. Okay. Okay, so you can see that our transfer portal, here we have transfer and request. File transfer is just like the same process as I show you in Outlook. We just create new transfer. I don't go through again, but here you can review if your receiver open the file or not. For example, if something like this, yeah, you can see if this receiver they don't open, it will show anything. It will not show anything. That's for file transfer. And file request, it's just the same idea as file transfer. But file transfer is that you share your file with others. But file request is that you ask others to send you the file, maybe with watermark, or just as the safe as possible. So as you can see that if I create a request, and I can see if this member upload the file, and then I can download and see the details. And also, we have email notification it's just like email notification, because if you know, some email you can set up when people read your email, you will see a notification. At least it's the same idea. When the people download your link and then open your link, we will send you a notification via email to let you know this. Okay. And for the company, we even have user management feature. They can see their members if they have active tasks, and when they create it, they can control their maybe a team leader. They can control the members' status, and also they can set up some transfer policy. For example, every transfer needs to have watermark, or they can set up black list and white list for their team. Okay. Sorry, my Chrome was broken. I'm back. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me open the file. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so that's our transfer. And actually, we also have case study, and we have a company, or we have a client. They are doing eye tracking solution, so they care about their digital assets very much. Actually, they are our NAS users too. They have our NAS as an internal server, but they don't want anyone outside the company to access this NAS, because this NAS store a lot of high value asset, because they are high tech companies. So they do the external file sharing by Google Workspace, but because they are sensitive about data privacy, and they know that Google Workspace, Google can read their data. So C2 Transfer can provide a better solution for them when they want to share the data outside. Okay, so that's C2 Transfer. So overall, we have these 4 productivity application. Okay. And the last one is our C2 object storage. It's for actually object storage is developing by Amazon, AWS, and they call S3. So our object storage offers S3 compatible API. And why they need to use object storage is that object storage is not like a traditional file storage. It's easier to expand, and most of application now, if they need to maybe analyze the data, or they, for example, think they need a backup destination to store the data. In this application, they all over object storage backup destination for their users. I can show you. But now I will show you the thing backup software screen, because Thing is just a software, and they need their customer to have a backup destination. So this is Thing's screen. Okay. So when they want to back up and they need a destination, right? So they need to choose the destination. Actually, even Synology NAS can be one of the destination or object storage. So when I select object storage, you will see that Amazon S3, Google, Azure, because they are large enough to have their own icon. But for others, maybe we are not as large as them. So we just select S3 compatible API, and we can just follow the setup and complete the setup. And the thing users, they can back up to object storage automatically. Actually, this is on our knowledge center, this one. So, but why people they need to choose us rather than other big brands? I think the main advantage for us is our pricing. We have a compared to Amazon, Azure, Google. We have simple and transparent pricing. Yeah, the reason why you can see that our pricing is much lower is because we don't have API request or data deletion fees. Also, we provide free data retrieval quota. For these brands, these providers, they all ask their customers need to pay data retrieval fee. Okay. So yeah, so maybe some company and they do some tech development. For example, a face recognition AI startup in Taiwan, because they have a lot of face image need to restore. It's not easy to expand maybe their NAS in a short time. So they just use self-developed API and they can connect to C2 object storage. This is a place for them to store this image. Okay, so that's all my brief introduction for these 5 solutions. Okay, so any questions?
May I know that like what happened when I forgot my C2 password?
Sorry, your voice is too small. I cannot hear.
He asked what happened when he forgot the C2 password.
C2 password about what? Sorry, cannot hear.
C2 password.
Hello? Cannot hear.
C2 tớ mi mà.
Yeah.
What happened when we forgot C2 password?
You mean if you forgot the login credential of C2 password?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me show you. Actually, I think when you do the C2 account setup, you need to set up a key called C2 encryption key, right? And they will ask you this one, right? Are you asking if you forgot C2 encryption key? Are you asking this one?
We still see nothing.
Oh, you see nothing. Sorry, I don't share the screen. You mean this one, right? You see my screen?
You see my screen?
So you mean if you forgot this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, because when you set up, there are two things. First one is that when you set up the C2 encryption key, they will ask you to download recovery code. So if you forget, you just enter your recovery code and you can solve the problem. But if you lost your recovery code on your computer, currently we don't have any solution, but we are developing the solution now, so you will be released soon. But currently, if you forget your recovery code, you lost it, we cannot help either, because as I mentioned, our server cannot access your password.
Okay.
But the solution will be released soon. If the customer lost recovery code.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
There's one question.
Mm-hmm.
He asked, why do we have to use two passwords when we can only use one password for C2?
Yeah. Actually, one password and C2 password, our feature is similar. So I think it's if you compare these two products, it's all about user experience and pricing. Yeah, but we both products have free plan, so I can only say that it's all about user experience. If they like our user experience,
Okay.
it's just like, why do you use Google Workspace or you use Microsoft 365? It's very similar. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Let me show you another feature. Maybe you can promote to your customer, because if you use one password, you only have password manager features, right? But actually, I did not mention this one. I just shared the features of C2 transfer, right? Actually, for C2 password, we provide our customer, even free version, they have simple C2 transfer feature. You can see here, file transfer. It's just the same feature as C2 transfer, but just the limitation, or we can transfer file about 20 GB in C2 transfer. But for C2 passwords file transfer, they can just transfer 100 MB, but it's still large. So I think it's an add-on benefit for customer if they want to use, if they use our C2 password. They can transfer large file free. Is it clear?
Nêu hỏi luôn đi nè, nói lên hoài. He asked about upload file. How many days can we keep the file?
Okay. I will just use C2 transfer. You mean link expire? You mean link expire time? Yeah, you can just set up by yourself. You can see that to 3 months. So for example, you can set up, now you can set, it's July, right? You can set up October 26th, and after the link expire, we will delete your file on our server.
Okay. So how long will it take to upload to TB to
I think it depends on internet speed, and we have a speed test website I can share with you. Because it's all about internet speed.
Mm-hmm. So there is no limit, right?
Sorry? Come again?
Okay. There is no limit for the data transfer?
20 GB. One file, the limitation is 20 GB. Maybe you can, if you want to know, you can go to, want to know detail, I think you can just go to, sorry. you can go to our website, and here we have details for our features. For example, maximum total file size per transfer is 20 gigabyte, and they can transfer 100 tasks at the same time. It means it's 2 TB in total.
Okay, we got it.
Okay, can you keep the file forever?
You mean the file? You mean the slide?
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
keep on
Sure.
transfer forever.
Sure, I will share with you later with the speed test link. Okay. So, but I strongly recommend that maybe you can test by yourself, and then you will figure out the issue or any problem.
This company recommend we test.
A moment, please.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, hello.
I see there T2 transfer for Outlook on the web. So do we need to install the intention for the browser?
Oh no. Currently, there are two approaches to use C2 transfer. One is go to our portal. Another one is add in Outlook. Currently, we don't provide browser extension, but we will provide it soon. But now we don't have that.
But I see you use on the web with Outlook, not the Outlook application.
You mean here?
When you demo.
Oh yeah, Outlook. Yeah, Outlook.
Yeah.
You just need to. Yeah, you can use Outlook. You can just let me show you how do you use that. They just subscribe our service, right? And then they can wait. They can go to. They can just here. Get add in. And then they can just search it's just like marketplace. They can just search C2 transfer. They just add.
Okay,
And when they add, it will show here. And they just open it. And they can use it directly.
Okay, got it. So do we need to enter the encryption password and reset key every time we send the file out?
Not every time, but because when you use the service, you need to log in for the first time, right? But
And log in
you mean receiver? You mean receiver, right? Do you mean receiver?
Upload.
You don't. You just log in and you just upload the file, but you need to set up the email address or mobile phone, because your receiver needs to enter OTP code, one-time password, to verify their identity.
We must, right?
Yeah, it's a must. So we need to. So the sender, they need to know receiver's email or mobile phone now.
Okay. One more question.
Sure.
I see C2 backup can backup MS 365. So can it back up the SharePoint storage?
Yes, you will be provided soon. As you can see,
Soon, right?
now we can only currently we can just back up here. We can just back up OneDrive for business and Exchange online. But next we can back up a SharePoint
Yeah,
in
because,
Q4.
this is very important because we are working on the team from the just like
Yeah.
Boy, not the
Sure.
personal.
Sure, you will be released in Q4. You will be released soon.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Just I will share some reference with you later, and then you can check. Also, so it's product training, but I also want to share with you that if you are doing education clients, if you have education client, I'm sharing my screen, right? Yes. Okay. Also, we have C2 education program. So if you have education clients and you want to have a relationship with them, we can provide this tool with you. And I will share this document later together with you.
Amazing.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. So I will share a document and speed test link with you later.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you guys.
Hey Will, sorry.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
So can we use the C2 transfer with the Mail Plus?
Oh, currently not. Currently we can just use with Outlook.
Okay. And I wonder why you don't use Mail Plus for the demo.
You mean why we don't use Mail Plus? Because as I mentioned that this business category is not hybrid cloud for NAS. So maybe in future we can enhance to cooperate with Synology NAS. But now we want to use C2 transfer to reach more users, not just Synology NAS users.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Will.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so if we don't have further question or you have question, you can just ask later. Okay.
You know, maybe like I will summarize all the questions if any, and then like we
Sure.
can let you know.
Sure, no problem. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Okay,
See ya.
Bye bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bro.